Hi, this is Jim Goodman. I want to welcome you to 10 Wheel Adventures. And this video is about our adventure as we fly high over the Sedona area in a hot air balloon. Now, to travel from Camp Verde over to Sedona, we took the scenic byway, and it is such a beautiful drive. However, there are about a dozen of these traffic circles there that you need to navigate. Now, we were supposed to meet our group for the hot air balloon at right at sunrise, and we gathered up everybody and headed out to the launch site. Now, this company had about 5 balloons that they were putting up. You'll see them scattered around this little area here. We were the second one to take off. We're filling it with a fan here, and of course then he cranks up the hot air. Now, he told me that each one of these burners can produce about 20 million BTUs. And I guess that's what it takes to keep this thing afloat. We were glad he had a backup, and here he's firing them both. And including us, there were 7 passengers in our balloon. A couple were from China, Hong Kong, and one from Taiwan. And the other 2 were going to school in New York. And then, of course, our pilot. That was Tom, waving as we take off on our adventure. Those 2 are about ready to take off, but it does take a while to get all 5 balloons into the air. Now, one thing about flying out so early is you have a kind of a dusky haze at dawn. But you'll notice as the video goes on, the colors get more vibrant, come alive more. I think those last 2 are about to launch. And here we are drifting over the red rocks and the pine forest in the area. Now, there was a couple of times when all these pilots, and again there's 5 from this company and 3 from another company, so there were 8 balloons in the air this morning. But they apparently know each other quite well because they would often get quite close. Sometimes it was close to the hill coming up, and Belinda and I observed this one here. And it's so slow you're not really too concerned, but you keep thinking, is he going to rise? And sure enough, he'll turn on the burner and up we go. There were a couple of times too when other balloons were just passing just right under us, or we were going right beside them. There was a lot of traffic in the air this morning. Here's a small plane that we decided to take a look at all the balloons, and he flew right through us actually. Now, I'm shooting with 2 cameras. I've got the GoPro on my chest, and then I'm shooting with my Canon Vixia in my hand. So you're going to get a little different perspective. The Vixia has the ability to zoom in. This was a balloon from the other company, and we kept noticing them getting close. And this was very early into the ride, maybe half the way through. But this balloon was going down, and it was right in the middle of a residential area. We were all really concerned. We didn't know what was happening. Of course, we were inexperienced. We thought he was crashing. But this guy, pilot, is really exceptional. He was actually landing right there on that street. We were all very impressed with his skills and the skills of his landing crew, because they not only brought that basket down in the middle of the street, as you're going to see here, but I didn't film it because it takes a long time, but the balloon actually kind of collapsed right out in front of the basket there along the street. So it was quite well done. The view was just spectacular, every direction. Our ride lasted for a little over an hour, and here we are looking at our landing site. That's Tom down there in the truck pulling the trailer. He was our chase guide today. We'd seen the landing in the street at the other company, so we kind of thought that's how ours would be. But due to the rough terrain, and you're going to see all the scrubs and rocks and cactus down there, it was more of a bouncing type landing. So it took us about 4 times of hitting the ground, kind of pulling ourselves forward here, or the balloon pulling us forward, before we finally settled in. And even at that point, we were just barely hovering around the top of the ground, so Tom could actually pull us over, so when the balloon collapsed, it wouldn't collapse into that little briar patch that's out in front there. We had a blast. This was such a wonderful time. I highly recommend it if you get a chance to do it. And once again, we're so glad that you take the time to watch our videos and share in our adventures. Belinda and I really do appreciate it. So until next time, safe travels.